Earl Spence did an interview and he compared him and Terrence Crawford to Tim Duncan and KG, saying that he has better fundamentals. Do you agree with the whole analogy with him and Tim Duncan?
That's one of the best analogies that you could make in boxing. Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. Why? Because both players were valuable. Tim Duncan was right where you needed him to be. He was gonna play his position best to his ability, but you know what I mean, he kept it so basic and got the job done. How could you hate Tim Duncan? Kevin Garnett was explosive, but a big guy, but a skinny guy, but explosive. We loved him for the highlights, and we loved him for the skill set, but sometimes he did a little bit more than what he needed to do. That's why it's a great analogy. I like that. I actually like that a lot. You know what I mean? And depending on the night, one can outdo the other. If Tim feeling kind of lazy, Kevin Garnett gonna climb all over him. But if Kevin Garnett a little outside of himself with the thinking, you know, he going too crazy, Tim Duncan can rock him to sleep.
Yo, I do think this is one of the best analogies ever.
Yeah.
And shouts out to, I think, my man Hard Work. We talked about the Tim Duncan analogy where he just does what he does. He don't get outside himself.
Yeah, Tim Duncan don't. Even his slick moves look basic.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when he gave a slick move, it just looked basic, but it get the job done.
And then Bud, KG, can just do a bunch of different shit. Like, he can just kill you. All right, I'm gonna take it on the perimeter. I'm gonna rock you to sleep.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna take you on the block. Here's this turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that analogy a lot. For sure.
I never seen so many people so divided on one fight ever.
That's what great fights do, though. That's what great fights do. That's how you know it's a great fight, and probably one of the greatest fights we're gonna see in a long time, because the reason you got people arguing and going back and forth, because they really don't know who to go with. When you know it's a threat, you're gonna come up with anything. You're gonna start saying anything. Well, he gonna break his eye, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. Bud gonna knock him out, he gonna do this and do that. It's because you really don't know. And we know, we just expecting a great fight. And people want to choose because they both great. This one do that and this one do that. It's like, you try to make the points, but really it don't matter. It's gonna come down to that night, to be honest. Even I picked a side. And again, I love Earl Spence. I love what he do in the ring. I love Terrence Bud Crawford and what he do in the ring. But I picked Bud to win. But even still, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know it's gonna be a great fight.